Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Extreme Pizza God, and today we are continuing with the second installment of the Pro-Con series for the Survivor side in Dead by Daylight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last video. I know I didn't explain his perks, so for Dwight, let me kind of explain to you guys how it's going to look for survivors. With the killers, it's a lot easier to explain their perks and the difficulties of them and what's good about them and what's not, because they're very offensive. Every one of the perks are meant to be offensive or defensive. And with that being said, it's a lot easier for me to criticize killer perks because of that very same reason. With survivors are mainly meant to either be offensive or straight up stealthy or supportive. And in Dwight's case, it was very supportive. So from here on out, I'm not going to explain the survivor perks if they are not meant to be offensive or defensive or whatever, which way you want to consider it. I will not be explaining them because it's just a lot easier to explain them as they are. Now, let's talk about Meg Thomas. Let's first start off with what is she known for? Being fast as fuck, boy. Meg Thomas is got some of the best perks, in my opinion, in the game. Best perks in the game, hands down, the best perks. One of which being Sprint Burst, which is the most annoying perk in my opinion, because as a killer main, you do not like to deal with Sprint Burst, because as you're closing in on her, you don't want to, have her just kind of just bolt away. So, I'll explain the perks, but again, a lot of you probably know what it is, so there's no need for me to put these perks up on the screen. Sprint Burst is basically, you start the match off with this crazy speed burst, but you don't use it until you actually press the run button. Once you press run, you kind of just again, you know what it is, you just kind of take off. Quick and Quiet allows you to vault over and go inside of lockers a lot faster, as you saw earlier in this clip about a minute ago. And Adrenaline is my personal favorite perk out of her. It's because if you're in the middle of a chase and you're pissing off the killer and you're injured and Adrenaline kicks in, you can take off. Just, take the fuck off. And it's just so funny to me. Every time I get into a game with a survivor who is running me around, I always have to kind of congratulate them on their Adrenaline use, because they know how long they have to run me around for Adrenaline to kick in. So, to kind of put it into perspective, Meg is by far the fastest. Well, she's not technically the fastest. There's no, statistic that says, oh, Meg Thomas is the fastest survivor in the game. Reality, every survivor can be fast if you use Sprint Burst or Adrenaline or whatever. You could be fast off of anything. Off the Sprint Burst, or Balanced Landing, or Life, or Adrenaline. There's a million different kinds of perks that you can put on to make yourself fast as shit. And no, Dead Hard does not count. And another quick thing, if a survivor has 2 or 1 different, so whatever, if it has them, okay, with David King, I will not be explaining anything to you guys about We're Gonna Live Forever or No Mither, because there's no point. A lot of you already know what No Mither is if you've seen my streams or We're Gonna Live Forever. This isn't a David video though. I'm just explaining so you guys are aware, because I did get some pretty constructive criticism from my last video on Dwight. Just understand that's what we're going to be doing from here on out. So how would I recommend you play Meg? I would probably play Meg as, in terms of the fast but stealthy character, I would play her with a dream build that I will explain in a minute. Because Sprint Burst is a good perk. It is. It really is a good perk. And to me, it's annoying, but when you use it, it's not annoying. You know what I mean? It's one of those perks that's like very contradicting. You like the perk itself, but you don't want to use it, or you don't like it when it's used on you as a killer. You know what I mean? So, with Meg, you definitely want to play her stealthy. When you play Meg and you have sprint burst, do not run at the beginning of the game. Unless you are intentionally trying to find the killer and get shit on, don't use sprint burst at the beginning of the game. Because it's just... Trust me, I've used sprint burst in the beginning of the game once before by accident. It's not a fun feeling when you're about to run and you see the killer and you're like, oh shit, I can't run that fast. I don't have sprint burst. Now it's really hard for me to talk about Meg because Meg is not my kind of survivor. I don't normally play her. I do prefer David because I prefer being more controversial and confronting. It's just more fun to me. Being able to just zoom the fuck out of there for no apparent reason. Accident. That's always a good feeling. Sorry about that brief moment of silence. Being able to just kind of zoom off is not my normal playstyle. It's fun, but it's also incredibly easy to do. Like, it's so easy to do. Do I recommend you do it? No. But you know what? I've said it a million times before. This game is played the way you want to play it. There's no code of honor. There's no code of conduct that says, like, you need to play Dead by Daylight this specific way with this specific character. Otherwise, you will be awful at the game. You will be trash. You will be this. You will be that. Blah, 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 blah. It's just a whole bunch of blah, blah. It's nothing that you want to deal with, and it's not fun. It's not fun when you're told what to do and how to play a certain game. This game is better played if you develop your own kind of playstyle, which is, always fun. Now, as you can see here, I don't use sprint burst until the killer is on me, and that works. If you want to use sprint burst and then you want to just drop the pallet, that works because the killer's gonna hit you. She's gonna get a free hit, which is fine. But then once you run away, you can heal up. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot easy. By the way, these clips that you're all about to see, they were all recorded. The next couple days when you see, who else is next? Who's next? Claudette, Jake, and Nia. They were all recorded literally the same day. So the clip you're seeing right now was recorded the minute after I did Dwight's footage. I recorded this all within the same day. Literally, New Year's Day is when I recorded this. So it's been a ride. It's been fun. It was fun doing these. I was looking forward to the Survivor side of the thing. I don't like Survivors, it's not really my MO, but I enjoyed doing this video. This hag was pretty good. I won't lie. She was pretty good. But we're not here to talk about the hag. Not again, at least. What we're here to talk about is Meg. Now, the dream build, for me, I think is just so much fun. I think that this dream build is a lot of fun. The reason why I say the dream build is fun, because it provokes a quick and stealthy playstyle. You know what I mean? Like, it promotes it. It makes it fun. And the dream build that I'm talking about is, one, quick and quiet for being able to, whenever you, and I prefer maybe a good version of quick and quiet, not a yellow one. 1 second, guys. Well, if it's not the dogs barking from the last video, it's your sister who you think is calling you. My sister's homesick, so I'm watching over her. The dream build would probably be, like I said, quick and quiet so that you can vault over and get into lockers quieter without you having to worry about them. Like I said, a better version of quick and quiet would be a lot better. Not a yellow. Tier 2 like I have. It works only for once. I don't know how quick and quiet really works all that well. But it works, okay? Dance with me, so that way your scratch marks like legitimately disappear after you vault over something. Life to get that speed. And I would imagine maybe a perk of your choosing after that. I don't think there's a lot of stuff you can do. Maybe lightweight, so that way your tracks disappear faster. I would imagine. I don't know. Meg is fun. I will definitely say this. I don't play Meg often. Whenever I have daily rituals with her, obviously I play them to get the daily ritual. But she's fun. She is a lot of fun. Once you know her, though. Like, once you know, like, okay, this is how far I'm going to go with Sprint Burst, it works better, Never use your sprint burst to get somebody off the hook. Like, don't waste your sprint burst just to zoom over there, unless you're like with Survivor Friends. If it's like a random person with a stranger, don't worry about Survivor Friends. It's not really that big of a, or don't worry about saving them if you're not with Survivor Friends. It's not that big a deal, because if you're with Survivor Friends, obviously you're going to have their back. If you do it with randoms, they're going to think you're going to do it all the time. And then the minute that you don't do it, like right there, I just did sprint burst. That was an accident. I got scared. But what I'm trying to say is that for Meg, you want to play stealthy, but you want to play quick. And that is good. It's a good start to what you want to do. Sprint Burst... Sprint Burst is good. It is good. Do I recommend you using it? Not at all. Because eventually killers are going to have you figured out. They're going to figure out kind of what you do. And it's going to be a pain in the ass when they find out. Especially if you're going up against someone like Hillbilly or the Legion. Especially now the Legion has that fucking little... has that run. So Sprint Burst is virtually impossible against him. Unless you can 360 him fast as fuck with that Sprint Burst, you're not going to really get far against Legion. Hillbilly can chase you down. Leatherface is probably the guy you want to go against if you have Sprint Burst, because if he has that chainsaw, you just wait till he starts swinging. And then you have a guaranteed escape. As long as you have, like, I don't know. Oh, I just realized this. It would be, for the Dream Build, it would probably be like Dance With Me, Quick and Quiet, Lithe, and Urban Evasion. That way you could jump over it, get behind a tree for 3 seconds. Keep in mind, you have 3 seconds to get away when you have Dance With Me at best. At the top, you have that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. Sure. So that's what I would suggest for Meg Thomas. If you want to have a stealthy, fast kind of build, then she's definitely your girl. That's gonna be all for right now. Expect another video tomorrow. This time Claudette, which is gonna be fun. There's gonna be. I'm gonna start doing like these little teaser trailers before every time I make a video like this, so you guys can kind of get an idea of who the next one's gonna be out. So if I have time today or tomorrow, you'll see a teaser trailer. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Peace fights.